Hi, Jonathan. Oceana here with G3 Agency with your free website audit for Titan Foundation Repair in Denver, Colorado. In this free SEO website audit provided by G3 Agency, I'm going to show you 3 to 4 things that you can do to get Titan Foundation Repair in front of people searching for concrete repair services, foundation repair services, pardon, in the greater Denver area. So like I said to Jessica on the phone, I don't expect anything in return for this video. This is my way of doing good in the world for free, but if you were to give me some feedback on it, let me know how I did, if I was clear, and if it was helpful, I would really appreciate that so that I can continue to improve myself. So let's jump right in. The first thing that I check on every single website that I audit is a big click to call number at the top. So I see you do have your phone number here, but it's not a click to call, meaning that the 70% of people who are visitors on their on their mobile phone, it's just going to make it a lot easier for them to call you. I know it seems like a small change to make this just a link to make it clickable, but it does make a difference in the amount of people that actually call once they land on your site. Okay, so the second thing is content. How many words are on the web page, and are they relevant, and how are the images saved? So you have a decent amount, or at least a good start here, of words on your page. Let's see how many. Control All, or A, Control C to copy and throw them in here. 443. So that's not nearly enough. We recommend to our clients that they have at least 3,000 words on their homepage and at least 1,500 on their other pages. Google loves content and will reward you if you have a lot of information on your website about what you do. The last thing on your homepage is images. So if I find an image and I right click, save image as, I can see this was saved as Frank number 8. So that's not helping too much. What you want to do is save these pictures again, but this time save them as key phrases that people are actually typing into Google when they are looking for your services and in your service area. I'll show you how to find what keywords are best in just a moment, but first I want to introduce you to a tool that we use called Ahrefs. You can see it right there. So this gives us an in-depth look into how a website is performing. It's one thing for a website to look nice, but it's a whole other thing, I think, for it to actually function as a lead generation machine, which is what we do. So I put your website in, and here are your scores. Your UR and your DR scores are 2 metrics that are very important. So what this is your UR score here is from 0 to 100, how trustworthy does Google think that this exact web page is? In this case, your home page. And your DR score, or domain rating, is the same thing, but for your entire website as a whole. These are very low scores, but they are typical. And how we raise this is with content and backlinks. So a backlink, so you see these 2 numbers here, backlinks and referring domains. A backlink is any link from another site on the internet that points back to your website. So you have 21 different websites pointing back to your website a total of 91 times. You do generally want to raise these numbers, but you want to be careful. You want to get backlinks from sites that have a higher UR and DR scores than you do. And you want to get them from sites that are relevant to your industry, because links from sites that are irrelevant or have low trust scores will drag your credibility down. And I have a feeling that either you know this already, or whoever's working on your stuff already knows it, because I checked out what scores you've got here, and these are all coming from pretty good good websites. So either you got super lucky or someone knows what they're doing when it comes to the backlinks at least. You definitely want more of them, but you're getting good ones, so that's really good. I very rarely see that. And then now, of course, let's talk about keywords. So a keyword, or maybe a better word for it would be key phrase, is anything a person could type into Google and have you show up in the first 100 results. Unfortunately, being the 11th result is about the same as not showing up at all, but that doesn't matter right here anyway, because you're not showing up for any anyways. But I did a bit of research on some keywords that would be good for you to include in your content and for you to save your images as, so that you can try to get some more visitors to your website and therefore more calls and more jobs, right? So here is one that's pretty good. So this keyword here, foundation repair Denver, was searched 100 times in the last month, and it has a keyword difficulty of 12. Now we really like to go, first I'll explain what KD is. So KD stands for keyword difficulty, and it's on a scale from 0 to 100. How difficult does this tool Ahrefs think it will be to get to the first page of Google? Basically, how hard is the competition working at being there? And a score like 12 is a little higher than we like to go after. We really like to go after 5 and below because those are kind of the easy pickings. 12 is going to be a little bit of a challenge, and really that just means it's going to take a little bit longer, it's going to take more effort, and a little more money than if it were a low keyword difficulty. And this one's a great keyword difficulty, but it's got pretty low volume. So it's just going to depend on how much a job is worth to you and whether this amount of keyword volume is going to be worth it for you guys. And I would just need to know more specific details about your business in order to give you a real an idea of whether this one would be good to go after. But I'm going to focus on this one because it's got more volume, and it's going to be a little more hard to get to than if it was a lower score, but let's focus on it anyway. Okay, so foundation repair Denver, and it's a similar situation with these ones as well. They're also 12s. They've just got less keyword volume. So anyways, so now that we've identified what keyword we're going to go after, we'll pop that into Google and see what we get. So here it is. Oh, except that I didn't do it right. So I'll actually show you how I do it right now. So I control copy, pop over here, put that in there. Super simple. So now, let's see. First we have the ads. Most people just skip right past those. And then right here we have the Google Map Pack. So that's M-A-P-P-A-C-K. Each of these three that show up here will get roughly 10% of the traffic that comes to this page. So if it was 100, they'll each get probably about 10 visitors from just showing up in here for that one keyword. So first, make sure that your Google My Business listing is up to date and accurate, because that is going to be step one of making sure to get up into this map pack and get that traffic. And then the second step in that would be taking that same information, your name, address, and phone number specifically, after you've made sure it's correct with Google, then you go and you put that on different directories like Yext, Yelp, City Star, White Pages, Yellow Pages, etc. And that will help to increase your credibility with Google. Google's going to see those and go, people are talking about them. They must know what they're doing, right? So then that will help to push you to the top in your areas. And if you show up in here, you're going to see quite an increase in calls. Okay, but none of that is as exciting as being in this specific spot right here. So this is where you want to be. And the reason for that is that this is called the #1 organic result. It's the first result after the map pack and after the people ask, if that shows up, which it doesn't always. But this result right here will statistically get just over 30% of all of the traffic that comes to this site. So, I mean this page here. So if 100 people are searching for it in a month, this link right here will get about 30 visitors just from this one keyword. So now what we want to do is actually go in here, take a look at their site, and go, why is it that they're showing up here? Why is it that we're not? What can we copy, and what can we do to surpass them? Oh, that's a pretty, I don't know why, but I really like layouts. I like to look at them, blueprints and everything. Okay, anyways, it's off topic. Okay, so we're going to take a look at how many words there are on the page, just like we did for yours, right? So we throw them in the word counter. And they've got 1491. So that minimum that I talked about, 3,000 words on your homepage, that will outdo them. So that's going to be good. Now we can take a look at their images. So if we right click, save image as, Structural engineering, Denver. Okay, so that's not really related to foundation repair. So that's one way that we can get ahead is um, by uh, taking advantage of the images on the page. Okay, so now we can take a look. Oh, hold on. I'm going to copy this over. I usually do this before the video starts, but I forgot this time. Okay, and then we put that into our little tool here. And this is why. Okay, so they're going to be a little difficult, but we knew that going in because of that 12 KD, right? So again, how trustworthy is this exact page? 17 out of 100. That's a little higher than we usually see, but again, this is because it's a 12 KD. And then the DR for the whole website, how trustworthy is it? And that's a 39, and that's a bit higher. But they only have 12 referring domains coming to this site on this page exactly, because this is their exact page we're comparing to, not their entire site. This shows the entire site, but these numbers are all for this specific path. And really, that's the one that we really need to beat out. This entire website score is important, but we're not trying to beat out their entire website. We're just trying to beat this one page on this one keyword for this example. Okay, so they're getting 85 traffic from not necessarily just this one keyword, but that's how much organic traffic they're getting, and they're showing up for 58 keywords. So we can take a look, and this is kind of fun actually. We can look at their keywords and think, what keywords do we like? Which ones actually would be high buyer intent for our customers as well, and what might we want to show up for. So Denver foundation repair, 70 people are searching for it each month. They're in the first position for that one, and they're getting 26 traffic to their site. So that's 26 visitors, at least last month, that came to their site just because they showed up in the first position for this one keyword. And then of course there's foundation repair Denver, which is technically a different, it's technically different, even though it has the same words. Different order means it's a different keyword, and there's another 100 people who are searching for that one. So that's kind of fun, something that we can go through and look at that. I just want to show you really fast, right before I'm going to end this video in just a moment. It's almost over. But first, I want to find a good example of a bad example of a keyword. This one's good or bad. So Denver. Oh wait, no, it has Denver in it. Okay, hold on. Trying to find one. Here we go. Okay, foundation experts near me. So near me it's kind of interesting because when you're near, it's location specific. So if you're in Denver, then this is basically the same as foundation experts Denver, right? It kind of acts like that because near me, Google knows that means like in the area that I'm in, but someone typing that isn't necessarily in Denver. They could be in New York or California or wherever. So out of these 40 people that are typing foundation experts near me every single month, or at least last month, how many are going to be in Denver? Well, you just don't know. There's no way to know. So this would be one that you wouldn't want to spend time on. It would be nice to show up for that just in case someone in Denver happens to type that in. But it's not one that I would spend my time trying to rank for when I could be spending my time ranking for things like foundation repair Colorado Springs, assuming that Colorado Springs is close enough. I'm not familiar with the area, so I don't know. I'm sure you know whether that's in your service area or not. Okay. So that's it for me. Here's my phone number and my email address. Please feel free to reach out to me. You want to increase the relevant the content on your website. Get that number 3,000 words or more on your homepage, 1,000 or more. Actually, that should say 1,500 or more on your other pages. You want to increase your backlinks. Make sure that they're high quality backlinks like the ones you already have. And then add citations, name, address, and phone number to different directories across the internet. Thank you so much, and I look forward to your feedback. Bye.